Okay, so this is our second video on solving inequalities. This time we're doing something called the special case. This is one thing that's slightly different between solving an equation or an equality and solving an inequality. Okay, the rule is as follows. If you multiply or divide by a negative number, you have to flip the inequality. So if it's a greater than sign and you divide by a negative number, it's going to be a less than sign. If it's a less than sign and you times by a negative number, you're going to have to flip it again. Okay, so let's just look at what it looks like in practice. It's pretty easy once you see it done. Negative 3n plus 5 is less than negative 7. Start solving it like you would any other equation. So that positive 5 is going to move over to the other side. We'll end up with negative 3n is less than negative 7. Positive 5 becomes a negative 5, negative 5. Okay, so that's going to be negative 3n is less than negative 7 minus 5 is negative 12. Okay, this is what the video is about. Negative 3m is less than negative 12. Now to get m by itself, I'm going to have to divide by negative 3. Now, our rule says if you divide by a negative number, which we're about to do, you need to flip the inequality. So that will look like this. M is greater than, I've just flipped the inequality, it's gone from less than to greater than, negative 12 divided by negative 3. Just divided both sides by negative 3 to get rid of the negative 3. So to do that, I need to follow my rule, divide by a negative number, flip the inequality. That means that m is going to be greater than negative 12 divided by negative 3 is actually going to be positive 4. Okay, so we can quickly graph that on a number line. M is greater than 4. Greater than 4, so we use an open dot, and it moves all the way out there. Okay, pretty straightforward. We'll just do one more so you can see how it works. This equation here, it's something you've done before with equalities, but I'm going to solve it in such a way that we're going to have to use this rule here. Okay, first of all, 5x minus 10 is greater than or equal to 7x plus 21. Okay, I'm going to move all the x's to the left-hand side. I'm going to move all the constants to the right-hand side. So it's going to be 5x. I'm going to move that 7x to make negative 7x. It's greater than or equal to positive 21. I'm going to move that negative 10. It's going to become positive 10. Okay, so 31, negative 2x, 5x minus 7x, negative 2x. Now you should see the warning bells here. Negative 2. That means I'm going to have to divide by a negative number. And if I divide by a negative number, I have to flip the inequality. That means that it's going to be x is less than or equal to 31 divided by negative 2. That means that x is going to be less than or equal to, that's, if we do it as a decimal, it'll be negative 15.5. Now my number line doesn't accommodate that. That ends up being out here somewhere and going this way a little further. But that's our basic idea. So just remember, when you're doing these questions, the one new thing you're learning really is that if you multiply or divide by a negative number, you have to flip that inequality. That's the solving inequalities. We're about done with that.